All right, so Elon Musk just posted, whoever said money can't buy happiness really knew what they were talking about. This is going to be one of the most important things in life. It's going to be one of the most important parts of the faith. Okay, this is going to be found in the words of Jesus Christ in John 9:5. While I am in the world, I am the light of the world. And so Jesus is talking about being the light of joy, being the light of happiness, being the light, a guiding light, etc., etc., etc. So, making the conscious choice to remain happy in our lives, keeping focused on the fact that as people of the faith, we are not one among 8 billion. We're chosen by God as one out of 8 billion. It's going to be very, very important because when we're going through life, there is a balancing that needs to take place sometimes. Sometimes we need to work more. Sometimes we need to take a little time for ourselves, etc., etc., etc. And so here is Nehemiah, something that every prophet possessed a wealth of is love. Joshua possessed love. Jesus Christ possessed love. Nehemiah possessed love. Every single prophet. So making sure that we're staying focused on love. The world is improving. Okay, disease is decreasing. Starvation is decreasing. The world is becoming a better place, not a worse place. This is something that Isaiah says. He says, make straight the path for the Lord God of Israel. Okay, and lo and behold, as we see the light, goodness welling up through the world, we see the world becoming a much better place, right? As opposed to in the Dark Ages and all the stuff that was taking place back then. Understanding that's going to be important so that you can keep a positive outlook on the world and the future of it. So Nehemiah says, do not grieve, for the joy of the Lord is your strength. Okay, so God is with us, right? You are immortal. You cannot die. After the flesh dissipates, right, the spirit goes on. And well, if you imagine a verdant field of green grass with the daylight beaming down so heavily upon it that it looks like you're walking on gold, well, that's something like what heaven looks like. So understanding that there's more to come. It's going to be important, right? It is not meaningless. Your life here is not meaningless. It's important. What we do with our lives is important. That being said, right, the fourth commandment is thou shalt work 6 days a week. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is a Sabbath day unto the Lord your God. On it you shall not do any work, nor your son, nor your daughter, nor your manservant, nor your female servant, nor your cattle, nor any foreigner within your gates. And so understanding that, taking some me time, and finding little things that we enjoy in life. I enjoy coffee. I couldn't tell you much of a logical reason of why I enjoy coffee. The taste isn't the greatest, but I just love it. And it's just something I have a passion for. It's not very logical. It's not very reasonable. It's just something I love. And making sure that you take the time to seek these things out, these little illogical loves that all mankind has, it's part of life, and it's an important part of life. And so, understanding this, that all mankind is made up of three aspects, right? The spirit, which is the most important, the mind, and the body. It's going to be critical so that you can keep these in balance to remain happy, to make the conscious choice to remain happy at all times. Now, the most important is going to be the spirit. Knowing that there's something more, knowing that there's a purpose, knowing that God is out there, and the miracles are out there, and if you seek them, if you haven't seen them, if you seek them, I guarantee you'll find them. And understanding that's important because this balance is critical, right? Sometimes we work to the point where we're in tears, and maybe you need a day off. Maybe you need to take some time to search for what is something that brings you happiness in your life. Finding new things that make you happy are awesome. The body and the mind are also important, right? It's very common, you see people saying, oh, well, God's the only important thing. Well, God commands us also to work. And so obviously, by that, we can discern that God also considers our work important, and we're commanded to do that. So the mind, right? If you neglect the mind, you don't well up the wisdom, the knowledge, well, you won't be able to get some of those dreams. And getting your dreams, making a bucket list, right? Doing the things on your bucket list, it's going to be important, right? You see people, sometimes, right, people say, oh, you should pray 10 hours a day. Well, God is a God of action, right? He likes us doing things. He likes us pursuing what he made us to pursue, right? Lastly is the body, right? When the body is sick, or maybe you're not eating healthy, etc., right? You're not going to be having the greatest time. And so all these things are important, right? But and life is very important. Our lives here are important. They are not meaningless. But the spirit is the most important of those things. Knowing that that God's out there, that He's with us, that He's chosen us out of all creation. Right. The Old Testament suggests that all mankind that does not keep a covenant of goodness is abhorrent to God, and that we're chosen by God because of who we are, who we chose to be with our lives here. That's important. It's very easy to get lost in all kinds of theologies, and there's all kinds of theologies out there. So making sure that you believe the right ones and don't believe toxic ideologies and theologies and things like that. But lastly, there was a very famous emperor who he realized around 25 years of age that he wasn't happy. And so the emperor sets down his kingdom and he goes out on a walk, and he finds wisdom and knowledge, and he says, what I found is so profound, I have to share it with the whole world. And understanding this is important, because when this emperor is asked, how do you find happiness? He replies, well, all you have to do is remove the I and want, and all that will remain is happiness. And so keeping focused, understanding that we are doing incredible things with our lives. What we do with our lives, no matter how great, no matter how small, everyone on the earth accomplishes something profound in their life. You never really know how great the effect of your life will be, because as humans we can't really tell how many people we affect. You might not get to see the direct benefits of your life so easily, but the direct benefits of our lives are often a lot greater than we perceive. And this can be seen in writers quite often, writers who are not famous when they write, and then after they pass away, they gain traction and become famous authors, etc., in various degrees. But understanding that, making the conscious choice to stay focused on love, the light of God, immortality, heaven, etc. Making the conscious choice to remain happy. This is one of the most important parts in life. It is one of the most important parts of the faith. So I hope that you all take it under consideration and focus on it, right? Sometimes it will require a conscious effort to do it, but definitely make that conscious effort. You will never regret it.